Well, joining us now to discuss more about the situation in Syria with the Druze community is Israeli Druze journalist Lorena Khateeb. Lorena, thank you so much for joining us. Always a pleasure to have you on. Can you give us an update about what's happening on the ground in Suweida now? Have you spoken to any of the community members there about what's happening?
For sure. Emily, a brutal and horrifying massacre is unfolding as we speak now in Syria and Suweida. Innocent civilians, including women, children, and religious figures, are being murdered. There are reports of ethnic genocide, public abuse of spiritual leaders, and systematic targeting of Druze communities in Suweida, while the world, remains silent. In just a few days, the number of people killed has gone up quickly, and at the same time, Al-Julani's regime, the terrorist in a suit, is sending more and more forces to the area, making the attacks even worse. And we as Israelis, we as the Druze, we ask the Israeli government to take clear and strong action without delay. As Druze and as Israelis, we cannot stay silent. We are their voices, and I'm receiving dozens of messages from Syrian citizens begging for help. The photos and the videos coming from the ground are heartbreaking. We cannot stay silent. The world must act now to stop this massacre.
Now, what is the next step? We've seen Israeli strikes. We've seen strong statements from the Israeli government. But how far will Israel go to protect the Druze community there? And do they want Israeli assistance with this?
Sure, Israel and the Air Force are attacking and, proving assistance, but it's not enough. This is a moment of a deep and painful test for the historic and moral bond between the state of Israel and between the Druze community. The Druze in Israel have stood by the Israeli country to fight and to defend the country for decades, and especially in the past 2 years, sacrificing lives and upholding shared values and protection for the homeland. Now, as our brothers and sisters are being slaughtered across the border, we call the Israeli government to act as it Druze, and we cannot remain silent. We are their voice, as I mentioned before, and just as we stand on the front lines for Israel, we expect Israel to stand up for us also.
Very good point. We have seen such incredible courage throughout, in the aftermath of October 7th from the Druze community in fighting against Hamas and all of these terrorist organizations that impact both of our peoples on the Israeli side or the Druze community in Syria as well. Thank you so much for joining us, Lorena.
Thank you for having me.